in the Varsity. World famous Varsity, the world's largest drive-in. They sell more Coca-Cola here than at any other single outlet in the world. If you look closely, you'll see the can't beat the feeling sign. Paul said he did that for the Varsity freelance. He charged $2,000 and he said he did it freelance. You're going to really miss him here. In fact, if you look closely, Craig, you might want to try to get a shot of that. Pepsi's already trying to make inroads here in that truck. Paul, you sure you can afford to leave? Come on, let's go in. We'll talk to Nancy Sims. She's a good friend of Paul. Well, let's wait. Big truck here.
Well, ZZ Top. They eat here too.
Hey, I'm not really sure who that is, but when you're in media, everybody knows you, so you just wave politely. We're not far from the Coca-Cola building. If you look closely, you can see Ann's office. Ann! Tush! Craig and Jack!
Hey, Ann. Need a Kleenex?
Is she waving with one finger, or is that five?
Well, you can smell the grease on this film, can't you, Paul?
No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's Lundy's resume. Here we are. Back here's Nancy Sims. Nancy, have you got just a minute? In fact, if you look closely at the back of her sweatshirt, you can see the freelance work that Paul did. Nice work, Paul. How do you say freelance in French? Take a look at this crowd. Hot dogs on a conveyor belt. Hamburgers on a conveyor belt. Craig, show them the TV room. Do that. No,
See that letter? It's on the outside of the Varsity. Paul freelanced that. Did it about 6 months ago though. It's wearing off.
Nancy's busy right now, but we're going to come back and we're going to see Nancy, Paul. Don't worry. When you come out to the Varsity parking lot, you'll see we're not very far from the world-famous campus of Georgia Tech University. You got to be pretty smart to go to Georgia Tech. They wouldn't let Paul in. Paul went to Ball State. It wasn't Ball State, wasn't it? Idaho? Ball State?
Southwest Idaho Central, I think.
Well, maybe it was just that Paul liked the sound of Ball State. But anyway, Paul would go there every time he could get free tickets. Of course, Paul would go anywhere anytime he could get free tickets. Hey, there's Sandy Jones. Sandy! All right, cut.
Here we are in the overpass over by Georgia Tech. The interstate's over here. There's the IBM building. Paul says it's the greatest looking building in Atlanta. I thought it was too, and then he told me they modeled it after him laying down. That's my little... Hi. What's your name?
Julie.
Hi, Julie. Do you know Paul Lundy?
Yeah, sure I know Paul Lundy.
Do you really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
He used to hang out at the student center all the time. And God, what age was he? 50? My God, come on.
50-year-old guy. You hear that, Paul? Hang it out there. I mean, what was he doing? Was he trying to pick up girls or something?
Said he was an advertising.
Advertising? Probably said you were a creative director, didn't you? I don't blame you. Thanks.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.
We're standing here next to Wendy's. A couple of years ago, McCann Erickson was a finalist in Wendy's business. $5 million, $6 million, Paul, what was it, $7 million? Paul was ready to quit McCann to be hired by Wendy's to work on this business. Paul, between you and me, I still think there's a chance. Take a look at the marquee. They're still hiring. Hi, Paul. I'm standing here with Frank. Frank, meet Paul.
Paul, how you doing?
Frank used to work with Paul last year. Tell us about it, right?
Last year Paul didn't tip. This year he might tip. One don't know what Paul might do. So Paul was getting ready to leave. Is that right?
That's right. And you were telling me that Paul was going to put you in the television
He
commercial
said
last
he
year.
was, but he didn't. So that's the way Paul do things. He do it his way. But Paul's a nice dude. Get us along. Paul is real good.
What does he eat? What does he order here?
Oh, he eat dogs, rings, fries, apple, peach pie. Eat anything. He'll eat a dog. Paul will. Paul's a good dude.
We're going to miss him, aren't we?
We sure gonna miss Paul.
I wonder if they have a varsity in Paris.
They should have a boss everywhere. We played it 3 years under this here, so they should have a dog.
Frank, you're a good man. Thanks for your time. We appreciate it.
All right.
Paul, let's go in.
All right, y'all take care now.
Thank you, sir.
There's another one of Paul's freelance projects. It's upside down. I'll be ordering in just a minute.
Talk to me, Craig.
You gotta have your order ready here. That's the way it works. Try not to eat a lot. Try not to get filled up when I'm interviewing. Chili dog, rings, and a medium bag. You know, it's funny. You order here, you could order 1,000 things. They never add it up on the register, but the number's always right. Always sounds low.
Hi, Paul. You recognize Nancy, don't you? Nancy, what do you have to say to Paul?
Bye, Paul. We're going to miss you. Enjoyed working with you on the 60th and 61st anniversary. Loved the poster, even though it was overpriced. Had spots. And then you lost our transparency for a year. But it was great working with you. Have fun in Paris.
Nancy, when Paul used to have lunch here, what kind of food did he eat?
Yeah.
Was he a big Paul?
He ate everything. I don't exactly know what his favorite food is. What is his favorite food?
Well, hot dogs, hamburgers, you can't go wrong with the chili dogs. A couple onion rings. It's all right here, Paul. All right here.
Anyway, you'll miss us too. Bye-bye. We're crying, but it's not because you're leaving, it's because of the onion. Paul, we just want you to remember while you're over in France and you're enjoying all the liberal French culture and the language, which is very special, that there's nothing like good old made in America, USA. Come back and see us. Bye.
Paul, we're going to do that again. Instant replay for you, buddy. Might have been a little bit too light. I know your hearing's going in your old age.
Paul, we're crying, but it's not because you're leaving, it's because of the onion. Paul, when you're over there enjoying France and the French culture, the liberal French culture, for our conversation, I'd like you to remember there's nothing like good old made in the USA. Come back and see us. We will miss you. Bye-bye. Bye.
They love you, Paul. Here's the Harris Food Park. We call it the China. Clisby calls it. Let's go inside. Paul, we figured your friends here where you bought a lot of merchandise over the years. Remember all those late beers? 16 ounces you used to buy? We thought we'd give this nice woman a chance to say goodbye to you. Our friend Paul. You remember Paul?
If I see it, yeah. I usually will know the people's name.
Yeah. Yeah, but you'd know when you saw him. Suspenders, curly hair. You remember him. What did he used to buy here a lot?
서울에는 저희랑 친구 파리로 간다고.
Paul Lundy.
사진 찍어.
Tall guy, curly hair. He's going away to Paris. We're doing a home video for him. Well, since he used to shop here all the time from across the street. He's going to Paris. Paris.
파리.
How do you?
He's going to Paris. Paul Lundy. Yeah, we thought since he used to shop, you know, get beers here after hours and stuff, he'd say goodbye to Paul Lundy.
Thank you.
I understand he used to buy a lot of this stuff here too. Wonder what this tastes like. Says it's an American classic. I guess you can't get it in Paris. We're leaving Jack's office down in media, or heading into account management toward Clisby Clark's office.
Well, I think that's wonderful.
This is pretty much where it all happens. Clisby's office. There's Daryl, there's Clisby. This is
my office.
Yeah, this is where all the big decisions are made. You'll see that Paul's not here. So, Cliz, Paul's leaving. Any last words, advice?
Yes, my feelings on Paul are pretty much that I feel the same way as I do if Casper the Ghost had left. It's as if he were never here. He was a fleeting figment of everyone's imagination. He's not been with us in mind nor spirit for a good long time. Darryl, what do you think?
Well, I would just echo those sentiments. I would say that, Paul, I assume you're watching this over in France, and it's good to know that your physical body is caught up with your mental vocation. And in the absence of all the funny stuff I'm sure everybody's saying, I hope you're happy. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're behaving yourself. And I hope you leave some room for us to come over and have free places to sleep when we visit Paris.
Very serious words from a man who's obviously been drinking.
I have nothing else to say to you, Paul. You have been picked to ride Secretariat, ride it hard and well.
Let's go to Paul's office. This is where it happens. Account management.
I don't care how much it costs. Get it done. Craig, what the hell you want? I'm a busy guy. I got a lot going on.
I know you do, Paul, but you know, you're leaving and everything, and we thought we'd capture you on film, and...
Is this Sandy Jones? Listen, I'll be at the airport, 10:30. Go down.
I'm really gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss all your long lunch hours.
Louder.
I'm gonna miss all your long lunch hours. I'm gonna miss seeing you at the Fox with all your beautiful women that you bring with you and all your crazy weird outfits like tuxedo pants and bow ties and blue jeans and tuxedo jackets and bow ties. And I'm gonna miss dancing with you personally.
John, you're next.
You're a great person. Have fun. I'm coming to visit. So get a 2-bedroom apartment. I'll be there. I'll smoke outside. Or maybe by then I'll stop smoking. Have a great time in Paris.